Friends with differences.
Friends with differences.
Friends with differences.
Friends with differences.
Friends with Differences podcast. Thanks for coming out.
Woo!
Episode 5. Nick, thanks for coming on.
My name don't wear it out.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Our special guest.
Special guest here, live, episode 5.
Woo!
So,
Nice to meet you.
it's this one.
Oh, my God. Nice to meet you.
Again. Links will be in the description. We talked about a lot of basketball, a lot of football.
Yeah. Hooday. Shock therapy. Yeah, hooday.
Shock therapy and capital punishment.
And regular therapy.
And therapy.
And speeding tickets.
Shout out the student assistant program.
Yeah, woo! Two-headed turtles pop up. Yeah, turtles.
Two-headed turtles.
Fish. What is that about? Stay tuned.
Friends with differences.
Friends with differences. Friends with differences.
To the Friends with Differences podcast.
Woo.
Cheers.
Got a little bite?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Again, I'm going to say this
It's been a
again.
minute.
Hot start.
It is a hot start. Man, I don't know if that's as smooth as the Elijah Craig.
It is not. It is not.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost got to go back to that.
Ooh. Still got the aftertaste.
It's the wax seal. That's why I got it. Literally.
Oh,
because
the
of
wax seal is nice. It's nice.
Have you guys gone on the Bourbon Trail?
I have.
I have not.
For a couple bachelor parties, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Which ones did you go to?
What, brothers?
Went to Four Roses, right? I think that's what it is.
Okay.
4 roses
Yeah.
or 3 roses?
Four
What?
roses.
Yeah.
There's four.
Okay, I can't remember
roses.
Like
how
the
many
clover.
roses. It's a number. It's a number.
Yeah.
And then, oh gosh, what's Bullet? Bullet's the big one. That one's really fun.
Bullet bourbon.
It was cool. It was like in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
That we went to that one. We
Where do you
was
start?
it Lexington? Lexington. We went to Buffalo Trace. That's where we started.
Well, okay.
We stayed overnight there.
How many
That's a
days
really
of
cool.
drinking is this?
A lot.
It's tasting.
It's a month.
It's a tasting.
Right.
Yeah.
You just
But then you get a
taste
bottle
a lot.
afterwards. I mean, if you're going for, like, staying there for the weekend, you can always just get the thing afterwards and take it home.
It's a gentleman's retreat.
It is a gentleman's retreat.
The only thing I have to compare that to is Gatlinburg. And there was a lot of tastings there for like moonshine and
Yeah.
whatnot. But
We
you
can
pay
do
like
that.
$5 for a tasting and then do like
Probably
8
like
little shots, and it's like,
It's
wow.
like you don't drink moonshine, you do moonshine.
Yeah.
That's not-
That's a whole after. That's
You
a whole
could probably
day.
do like a Tennessee whiskey trail. I wonder if there's something like that in Tennessee. I don't really know, but
Probably. I mean, there's that great song.
but they have their own like section of whiskey. It's like Scotch, Irish whiskey,
Wasn't
bourbon,
bourbon
and Tennessee whiskey.
specifically supposed to be Kentucky?
It is. It's all natural.
Isn't it like it's like 90% of bourbon is made in Kentucky?
Yeah. So
That's amazing.
listening to it, basically, it has to be all natural. So like, even the stick they use has to be like a wood reed stick because it has to be just naturally made.
Well, you're not going to use your arm or
No. But like instead of like a metal, like metal can't be touch it at all compared to Tennessee whiskey.
Oh.
So bourbon.
That's cool.
So all bourbon is whiskey, not all whiskey is bourbon.
Right. Yeah,
Weird.
Yeah, I got that for sure. Well, that's like, isn't like champagne is specifically
It's
origin in France?
Yes. Yeah. So you can have like
I don't know.
you can have
Yeah,
a
it's dependent on the
Yeah.
geographical
there's
location.
like a county area basically called Champaign, and that's the only place you can
And
have.
then Illinois tried to follow.
Well, they spelled it wrong.
Yeah, that's where it messed
There's
up,
something in
man.
Illinois?
Yeah, that's where University of Illinois is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically they make it in California. They have to call, I don't even remember what they have to call it. They basically call it like they have to call it like bubbly wine instead of champagne, even though it's basically the same thing.
Californians, they got their own rules.
California,
There's something
yeah.
else.
Yeah, I'm like Texas. They got their own rules. Yo, you want to know what's crazy?
What?
You know what I learned this week? You know that how is it Montana? Oh my God, I gotta pull up the map.
Probably Montana.
Right, like right above Montana has that weird leg above Texas. Is it Montana?
I thought it was Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, right.
Oh no, that's a little far.
Yeah, Montana's the north.
Hey, no,
Hey, man,
it's
I
not
ain't
important. It's
even
not
sweat.
important. Not important. Not important. Go
Go
on.
on, go on.
That region used to belong to Texas.
Yep.
That I didn't know that until this week, and it was like Texas opted out so they could still have slaves, so they donated that.
Yeah, because it's above the 34 degree. I don't remember what it is. It's the latitude. It's
34 degree, yeah, that sounds right to me.
I don't know. I don't know what it is specifically, but yeah.
We do have Alexa on hand.
Oh, thank God.
I think. Is she plugged in? I don't know. I always unplug and plug back in Alexa because it's
I'm looking for her.
she's over there. She's a bit
I'll
far out.
trust her.
Far out. Yo, Liam, one thing I've been meaning to bring up on the podcast
What's that?
is this fish story. I've been meaning to since like the first podcast. Like first podcast
which one?
was about to get rolling, and you were like, "I'm gonna be a little late. I have to replace this fish."
Yeah.
Does Maya know about this?
I think she does. I'm not too sure, but yeah,
But
no,
you
we lost a couple of the shrimp. That was
Your
before.
loss.
Yeah, it was a tough day, mostly monetarily, but yeah, we lost a couple because I've now set up a couple saltwater tanks. So what happened was actually there's a more recent one. Somehow was chlorine in the water. So I had them test my water. So I went to the fish store, got it tested after a fish died, and then they're like, "Yeah, there's chlorine in this, so you just need to start over, right?" So they're like, "You gotta take everything out, restart," and they were like, "You can bring the fish in here, but we're not gonna give you any store credit. It's just a donation. We're taking it as a donation."
I was like,
I
if
was
you want it to live, you have to give
I
it
was
to
like,
us.
bump that. So then I set up a 10-gallon, which was smaller than what I had. Set it up.
Still come out.
Yeah. But I bought their water, bought this new tank to move them on in there. So I didn't lose too much when I put that in. The fish-wise, I lost a couple shrimp. But, so now I'm resetting the 20-gallon tank, but now I have to wait 3 weeks to move them back over because the water quality was all messed up.
You have pet shrimp?
Yeah, what are these shrimp like? How big are these shrimp?
They're a couple inches. They're not big. They're small. They're
cocktail
cleaner shrimp.
size?
Nah, you wouldn't be. I don't think you would want to eat them. I really don't know if they would be tasty.
I'm a good cook.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is interesting. I've never heard of someone having a pet shrimp. What do you do with it?
So they are the ones that help keep the tank maintained. So they clean. So
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen Finding Nemo.
Yeah, they got whiskers.
Yeah, no.
Huh.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
I'm
thought
not-
of that. That's pretty impressive.
I'm more of a land person.
Well, I would have. So basically, it's happened because the biggest dog we could get in our apartment is 30 pounds, and we're both big dog people. So
Yeah.
So you decided fish?
yeah,
That's amazing.
because I don't like cats. I don't want a cat.
Good call.
And then
30 pounds is a decent size, though, right?
it's not that big.
It's not that
Her dog at home is 110 pounds.
That's a big dog.
Yeah, so I want a big dog because they're fun to play. So
Yeah.
fish was the only option I decided on. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I had turtles in college, and
Ooh, I did not know this.
oh yeah, we bought turtles off of myturtlestore.com, which is am I outing myself? I'm definitely outing myself.
I've heard of it before.
myturtlestore.com.
No, I'm kidding.
Well,
I've never heard
it's
of it.
incredible online store, and it's barely legal. It's definitely not legal because it's you have to.
Selling foreign pets, as in
Well, when it comes to turtles, you can only it's dependent on the size, and you can't buy them when they're hatchlings or very
real small.
young.
Yeah.
And they definitely hatched in transit. We got a package in the
shit.
mail where they had just hatched. And the only way you're able to buy something like that is if you're like an educator or something like that. So, but there's like a small checkbox. This website's actually remarkable.
It's like a
You
life
can buy
lesson.
like 2-headed turtles on there and stuff. It's kind of messed up. I'm not gonna lie.
That's not natural, right?
No, it's probably an
Hell no.
accident because it's like Siamese twin type turtle.
Yeah, they're pretty rare, I'm sure.
Yeah, so they probably
Most of the
sell
time
it for
they're
a lot.
sold out of the 2-headed ones.
Oh, they're sold out.
Yeah.
Is it twice the price?
It's
Or,
like,
or does it feel like a buy one get
1,000
one?
times the price.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Our turtles were like $5. 2-headed turtles were like
10,000.
30. No, like $300, $400.
I was gonna say they have to be ridiculous since they
Would
don't
have
happen
been.
often.
Do they see out of both heads? Like, are they?
Oh no, I think they're
Are
two
they? Is
different
it like
people.
opposite
It's
sides?
literally
Yeah,
2 heads
yeah.
sticking out of the shell.
Is it
Yeah.
2 different turtles?
I think technically it is. I think they have one
The
stomach.
Siamese twins, 2 people? I
Yeah.
think so, right? I guess.
They would have different brains.
Oh, that's
I don't know.
I mean, they would have different
Honest-
brains. I think they would be different.
Different
Technically.
personalities, different souls.
I think.
I think 2
technically.
people.
Yeah, I think 2.
all right. So I guess
But 1 shell? I don't
I
know.
guess-
The turtles are hard to say. It's
Well,
2
but
people.
I don't know if the shell's bigger. Like I have no idea. You can't really see inside the shell, so you have no idea what's going on. But
They just
so
got
did these
4
turtles
legs.
die that you got?
No.
Wow.
Right now, my cousins have them. They were with us throughout college. Me and my roommate both got 2.
Mm-hmm.
Crush, Bolt, Donkey, and Dude. And
great names.
yeah, I mean, they grew to be a pretty good size, and now my cousin has them. My roommate wanted to frisbee them into the lake, but my mom was like, "They're gonna die."
That's
So are they turtles or tortoises?
are they
The turtles.
probably like are they? How big are they? Tell me when to stop.
Probably now, probably about here.
Okay.
Okay.
But I mean, when we got them,
They were like
quarter
tiny,
size.
right? Yeah, I remember them being really small. I remember seeing them.
Because my buddy Darius that you've met,
Yeah.
he has tortoises, and he has to keep the guy separate from the girl because they assault the girl usually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
In
they like
slow motion.
oh yeah, but they like bite her and then like try to pin her down.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus. I had a tortoise as a kid, and we made this enclosure outside, and then the turtle ran away. Isn't that crazy?
Ran away or got eaten?
No, it ran away. One time I caught it because it had escaped its pen.
Mm.
And then it escaped again, and it really got out.
It booked it.
Yeah, it got out.
that thing scooted out into the woods.
Saying it ran away is probably not right.
No, that's hyperbole.
Crawled
for sure.
away.
I got a turtle booking it. That's
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, I didn't know that turtles could climb, but it definitely like scaled the fencing.
Mm.
Dude, I don't know what year it was. Like, I think I was in like middle school, like maybe like 5th or 6th grade, something like around that time. But there was a big old rain that happened, and there's a pond like 2 houses down from us, like in our backyard. It flooded over to our backyard, and we have a fence, like one of those wire, like it's a black wire, like plastic wire kind of fence.
Mm-hmm.
Like the holes in it are like really small squares, like that size. And like so, like our backyard was flooded, and we're like just walking around back there. And was that one of the sound effects you did?
No, it's just the camera.
Oh.
No,
And
no. It's this way now. It's straight ahead.
Beautiful.
It's the launch feed right there.
No, but it was flooded, like our backyard. And we were like walking around back there,
Yeah.
and one of us I forget who it was, like one of my it was one of my brothers, but they almost stepped on the snapping turtle that was back there. And we're
yeah.
It was just a mystery on how it got through the fence.
Probably climbed.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or under.
How big is this thing?
it was a big ass
Yeah.
turtle, like big old snapping turtle, like.
We got a couple of those in our
Massive.
backyard when we lived on Yellowstone.
Realistically, probably just slid under somehow. Probably
Yeah.
popped up the fence and.
Snap the fence,
Yeah, it was intact. It was just.
Yeah.
It's
They
like
probably dug under.
it's like Stonehenge. Like, how'd that happen?
That's a good
It's the
point.
same. It's the same thing.
The pyramids. How'd they do that?
great architecture. You know that.
Great architecture right
Yeah,
there.
Come on.
I love it. I can't believe aliens came to Earth and made pyramids.
Good God. No.
It was the green ones too.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think E.T. was there.
Snapped their fingers. It was amazing. Man, I'd love to visit the pyramids one day, though.
I do think it's
That's a
funny.
goal.
I do think it's funny though with the people that say that they'll be like, you know, basically saying it's almost impossible. It's like they still understood what shapes were like back then.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's definitely a logical explanation of how they maneuvered all of those stones in place.
100%.
It's an incredible feat.
Yeah.
For sure.
True. But like, you know, there's also like the Great Wall of China, right? Like that was pretty like long time ago, and they still managed to like.
That's like
Right.
it's known how that's built though, right? Well, I guess the pyramids are known.
There's hypotheses because there's like incredibly large stones, you know, on top of the kings and queens chambers.
Yeah.
And there's also, you know, those crazy theories and ideas that it was like some sort of power plant energy.
Yeah, they're basically like it was a future civilization that collapsed or something. There's a lot of weird theories with the pyramids.
Yeah.
I think that idea is like there was like a greater civilization,
Yep.
and then that collapsed, and then what we know as the Egyptians, and who we think actually built it, stumbled upon it.
Yeah.
That's kind of how that theory
Supposedly, yeah.
plays out.
I bet they're terrible dancers. Egyptians. They do that? No, that's
That's not working in the club.
No, I've tried it. Believe me, I've tried it.
Yeah.
Not a play.
Come on.
I just remember
What's the
being in
score?
8th
What's the
grade.
score looking like?
It's
Yeah.
75-77. By the way, during this recording, we are watching the Michigan State-Kansas State game. So
It's the Sweet
you'll-
16.
Yeah, you'll understand you'll know the result while watching this, but we do not.
But
So.
do we got money on the game, boys?
I do.
You do?
Come on, Michigan State. Let's go,
All
Sparty.
And, see, I took a different route.
Woo! That was deep. That was a deep three.
You took a different route.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I got
man.
Kansas State
Arkansas?
plus 1.5 and Arkansas plus 4.5. But I think they're doing pretty bad.
Yeah,
The
Arkansas
four-
is
yeah.
looking rough.
They're down what, like 15.5?
19.
Can we talk about how
Lot of games
Arkansas
left,
beat
though.
Kansas? Crazy.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Not your Kansas. Arkansas.
No, remember why is this Kansas? Why is this not our Kansas?
Who's?
Why is it Arkansas?
Yo, Indiana. Tragedy across all of the teams I've like pulled for. None of them are in this tournament anymore. It all like the last straw was Cincinnati last night, and the
That
NIT.
was the NIT, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was a stretch. But
Yeah.
That's a different tournament.
still got the Princeton nerds going.
Princeton's still in it.
Yeah,
they're
When do they play? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
No.
They play
crazy.
tomorrow.
Who do they play?
Creighton.
Yeah.
Right, is that right?
Yeah.
I believe.
Princeton Tigers.
Oh,
Beat
man.
the Auburn Tigers. No, just
Now they gotta
kidding.
go up against the Blue Jays.
They beat Missouri Tigers. They beat some Tiger. I
Yeah,
remember.
it was Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you often what app do you use to sports bet?
Sports bet Caesars because I get points and then I can use it at the Horseshoe Casino.
Which one's the horseshoe?
Oh, that's
Shelbyville.
it just changed its name, right?
It's been a Horseshoe. It's been Caesars owned for a while. But
It's Caesar's own.
Yeah.
It was just Indiana Grant for a while, right?
That's what I always refer to.
Yeah. So it's always been a Horseshoe. Because Horseshoe is like part like Caesars owned, but like they just kind of say like it's still
Okay.
Indiana Grand. Like you still call it Indiana Grand.
Okay.
But like the one in Louisville is also the Horseshoe owned, so they kind of just own. And that one's actually so it's Louisville, but it's Indiana side.
Yeah. Alright.
Because Indiana loves their casinos.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I love my casinos.
so I started the Hard Rock sports book. It was like it came out like 6 months ago, like legal in Indiana.
Oh wow.
So I signed up for that, like did all that, put like $50 in.
Yeah.
And like you could refer people and get like free
Yeah.
spins for like free bets. I was doing that, and I got up a little bit. Like I got up to $305.87, and I was like,
Off the 50.
I mean,
And
there's a
others.
process.
Yeah,
Ebbs
for
and
sure.
flows. But no, I'm like, I really just didn't prefer. I didn't like that sports book anymore. I'm like, I'm good. I'd rather just take it out, put it somewhere. I don't need like. I was using like DraftKings and FanDuel.
Right.
I don't need all three. Like,
Yeah.
There really just weren't like. There weren't like any like bonuses or like anything really that I saw after like referring people, and once like that's kind of dead. Like,
Yeah.
there's no point. So I tried to take out my money. They loved me putting $50 in with like my account.
Of course.
Same account, try to take it out. Like an hour later, get an email. This might be theft. We're gonna stop this
account.
withdrawal. Send us a picture of your debit card, and a picture of a check. I don't have a checkbook. I don't have a check.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want to send a picture of my debit card. Like, so I still have $305.87 in that Hard Rock
You should
app.
full send it on one game. You shouldn't listen to me at all.
Well, no, my account's locked.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I can't bet it. I can't.
Wow.
Like, I was just talking to I've been trying to find a phone number to like contact these people. Like, talk to an actual person instead of
Right,
like a little
for
chat
sure.
person. Like,
Yeah.
but I can't find a number. So I did a chat
What
today.
app is this?
Hard Rock
Hard
Sportsbook.
Rock, yeah.
Yeah, I'll refer you.
yeah. I
Account's still
don't
locked, right?
do-
You're not gonna be able to get a spin.
I don't dabble too much with sports betting. I don't do any sports betting.
I mean, I've got Caesars, DraftKings, and FanDuel, but the reason why I had DraftKings, FanDuel, and Caesars is they all had like different promos to get like put
FanDuel's
$5 and $200.
FanDuel's really good at same game parlays.
Yeah.
Like all
Yeah,
that.
for
DraftKings is what I prefer except for same games. So
Yeah.
that's why I did. And you probably do Caesars because you get the
Points,
bonus.
yeah.
Yeah, which I need to look into.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to sign up
because
on
if,
it.
like, with if you get credit for anything at the casino, what do you get at the casino?
Well, so like if you put so much money in, you get points, and there's always like when you're at the casino, you get like you can to collect that money and get like free slot play or something, right? I use it for free sports betting, so I just move that money into a sports bet, and it'll give me like $10 to credit, so then I can use it. And it's just like,
Put on a long shot.
yeah.
Y'all
So-
ever do the horse betting?
I did not, but no.
We should go do that sometime. That's a fun time.
That's fun.
What?
Yeah, we should do that this summer for sure.
We had tournaments like AAU in
this-
Warren, like because they got the field house, like they got like 6 courts going during tournaments. But we had a game in the morning, like 10 in the morning. Play that. We go to the horse tracks,
Horses.
bet on some horses, or do all that,
Yeah.
and go back for a 6:00 game.
That's cool. That's a fun day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What-
I've been, I think once.
However, what I'm real sad about is if the Bengals had won the Super Bowl this past year, I would have been in the money.
I'm a Bengals fan.
So am I.
He's
Holy-
Bengals
Yeah.
family.
Oh
the biggest
God,
Bengals fan I
dude.
know, to be honest.
Sick to my
I mean, you should see like their house. I don't know. I mean, I just know them to be.
Yeah,
They've been Bengals fans all my life.
when I grew up, I had Chad Johnson and Carson Palmer fatheads in my room since I was like 4. Yeah, I've always loved the Bengals, but I had like probably $50 in, and it was actually when we started 3-3. I put another bet in, but it was like I put like $10 in, and it would have cashed out at like 500. I was like, come on.
Yeah.
All we have to do is beat the Chiefs. All we have to do is beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, they definitely got robbed this year for sure.
Sad.
That late.
was tragic.
That was terrible. And then you got like 7 third downs.
Yeah, what was the?
Yeah.
Oh man, they
Oh
made
boy.
it on 5th and 10.
Oh,
or something.
they blew the whistle.
3rd and 8, dude.
It was 5th down.
And then they got a first down, and then the Chiefs fans like didn't score that time, and they're like, "Oh, that didn't affect the game." I'm like, "What you mean?"
It was field position.
Yeah.
They got 15 yards, or
Yeah.
like they got like 10 extra yards.
Yeah,
like
'cause
through
Kelsey got
that
first
through
down.
that drive. Yeah, because they got the first down. It was first down. I think it was on.
It was a first down, and then we had our last drive.
It was defensive holding.
Yeah.
That's how they got it.
Oh,
was
yeah.
The second, 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
And then I think we got it to another 3rd and 8 and got them. But
Then we had
there was field position involved because we were backed up on the
10, I think. Yeah.
on the something.
Because that was when
They got a decent return with a couple blocks in the back.
Yeah,
But you know that we knew the ref's whistle was pretty quiet, so
Yeah.
you're not gonna do anything.
Hey,
It's
man,
a tough
you don't
time.
have to
It's a
sell
tough
me.
time. No.
I get after refs, man. I have
Osai
no
got
faith
him.
in
Osai
refs.
got him pretty good.
No, I
out of
agree
bounds.
with the late
But
hit.
it's not even like it wouldn't have been in that position.
I don't even know if I agree with the late hit. The late hit, I don't know.
No, I agree with the late hit,
His
but
body was
also
in
we
the
had
air.
a D lineman when Mahomes left the pocket that got held the whole time. This guy Mahomes gets out, and he's like he gets 10 yards down the field. Then we get a late hit. It's like it's the same thing as the Bengals Steelers game when
And he's doing
when
it.
Burfict hit Brown.
Oh, he
and
crushed
then-
him. That was awesome. I can laugh about that now.
I can laugh about it now.
We're so bad.
But it hurt me so much.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it felt like the refs had a hold of that game the whole time.
And Mahomes is doing his selective limping, like,
Yeah.
Tony
Romo.
Oh, I'm hurt. Romo
Romo
loves the man.
Romo is slurping. Literally.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh my god, what a throw on his ankle. And it's like, okay, he has adrenaline pumping through
What
him
was
now.
no, bro? He threw. There was one where he threw it at like someone's feet.
Bang! 82,
Tie ball
82.
game. Oh man, I don't know. I know I'm like very susceptible to
Going to
conspiracy
overtime.
theories and whatnot, but man, I'm sold on the fact that I think almost every ref or multiple refs are bought, and it's with all of the money that's in the betting nowadays, it's like. Of course, somebody's got to
Not
them
even-
and influence the game.
I wouldn't say it's the. Oh, it is the betting. But have you seen the Tim Donaghy? It's not 30 for 30. It's what it was on Netflix. They did like
So
5 of them.
that NBA ref that
It was the NBA
caught,
ref. Yeah.
I remember that.
He used the red powder trick. No, I'm just kidding.
Peaky Blinders. But no, the NBA ref. I remember seeing that, and I remember that happening because ESPN was going crazy about it. But
No, I missed that.
the NFL though is technically a sports or is an entertainment
Entertainment, right.
company, so they can technically, if they wanted to, fix it. If they wanted to, I don't think they actually do that often. If it actually does happen.
Well, no, the NFL I don't think does, but I do think. I don't know. I think it's.
The Bengals.
And I think some of the refs are biased. I do.
Well, I
think
mean,
that-
The Bengals were talking their talk. You know that like since
yeah, the mayor kind of
for a while.
Cincinnati.
Oh.
like,
However, he took it in stride, though, to be fair to him.
did he? I
Yeah.
never saw anything
I'm not even fair.
afterwards.
He screwed. Oh.
He screwed
I don't
him
care if he
so
takes it in
bad.
stride. He
Because
He
Kelsey
keeps his
was
mouth shut.
talking
It's a
shit.
different game.
I don't know, though.
Maybe
I mean, at the same
Dude.
time, it's the city's mayor,
But
like, excited that
it
we're
was-
actually good.
It was the coin flip thing. It was the not getting a neutral site for the against Buffalo because we had the same record,
Yep.
but it was just
Yep.
whatever.
What was the
Well,
coin
and
flip
yeah,
thing?
the coin flip between.
If the Ravens beat the Bengals in the last week,
week 18.
we would have had a better record, but still had to
do a
do a coin toss to see who got
home field.
home. Yeah.
Oh.
Because
Oh, wow.
because technically, if we had lost that game and lost to the Bills, we would be on even record. But it was like they also blew week 17. They lost, so they didn't deserve to have it. But it was all.
not.
Oh, God,
It was
so
weird.
bad.
It really didn't matter in the end.
It was
But-
just annoying.
It's just a sign that the NFL hates the Bengals.
How do you feel about the Orlando Brown Jr. signing though?
The best OBJ in the league.
Yeah. And we're talking about
Great.
We're the top 3 for Zeke right now,
I saw it.
which I like because he would replace P. Ryan. He's one of the best pass blocking running backs in the league.
I mean, except for that last play with
Okay,
the Cowboys.
to be fair though, he was playing
playing.
center. Like you can't have him play center. I don't know if you've seen this play. Cowboys.
One missed assignment. It wasn't even a missed assignment.
No, it was him versus a D lineman who just bull rushed him.
It's really just funny how that all went down.
Yeah, so it was Cowboys versus that wasn't the Eagles. That was the
Niners.
Yeah. Niners, last play of the game, Cowboys were down, I think it was like 4 or 5, I don't remember. But it was like last play, they had to score, so they tried to run this trick play. Zeke Elliott, their running back, is playing center. So then,
Genius.
And there's only one offensive lineman, and it's him. So they have,
Oh, God.
it looks like the Colts play
Yeah,
with Pat
that's what came to
McAfee.
mind.
But
The greatest play in NFL history.
It was literally just the offensive lineman, or like a defensive lineman, running straight at him. He like barely gets onto his back feet and just gets bowled over. And it's like, that's just the stupidest last play.
Okay,
you
yeah, I
could
think
of.
I did see that because I remember seeing that just because it was like, this makes the Colts look a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know? It's like,
That was weird.
We're not
though,
the
'cause
only
that was a
ones.
4th and
It's like-
4 or whatever, right?
No, it was
Colts game was.
Colts-
Oh, the
on
Colts was
fourth.
like a 4th down.
Yeah.
Like this Cowboys one was the last play of the
So
game.
it was really
it wasn't
didn't
like
matter.
it was inconsequential, kind of.
yeah.
Like it didn't really matter. I did pour my drink. I don't know what branding we had here. What camera I'm on?
Oh yeah.
Here we
That
go.
one.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know I didn't know what branding we had.
If you look right
so I
here,
did pour
this is
my
live.
drink into the cup because I didn't know if I was allowed to show the can.
Hey, I'm unfiltered.
I don't know.
We're unfiltered and uncensored out here. This is raw. Speaking
don't-
of which, I'm going to abandon you guys and get a beverage. You want one?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not. Yeah,
Maybe.
I'll-
I'll bring it up.
No.
I did
water.
pour the topo. Am I allowed to say the name of the drink?
Diet Coke.
It's a Topo Chico. It's a grape.
Oh,
It's like a margarita seltzer.
Yeah, I got some for my girlfriend actually.
Yeah, I mean it's for all people.
I'm not saying anything. She just likes her seltzers. So I saw those.
good.
She's also a big tequila fan. Like she likes her margs. So
Mhm.
I was like, oh, these are perfect. Because she don't like beer. So
Yeah,
when I'm
a
drinking
big
my
fan.
Miller Lite.
I'm a big fan.
The first podcast when you were like, "Oh, it's water." And I was like, "No, it's whiskey or whatever."
Water.
What would you like?
Aqua.
I'm gonna go for a flat tire.
I'll take it. Fat tire, you mean?
Is it fat tire?
Yeah.
I've been saying
Yeah.
flat tire for years. That's amazing.
In public?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's probably saying it nobody heard.
Oh yeah, this guy.
don't
This guy's had a couple
pronunciate.
fat tires.
Like he's slurring his words.
Pronunciate too much.
I have that
Oh,
works.
thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Michigan State is taking the lead with a 3. Come on. Vamos.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you guys know, but ESPN has this, like, second chance bracket, right?
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
After my bracket got absolutely annihilated, I decided to add it.
So what is it? As if you're perfect now
Well, it's basically like you start over
from the Sweet 16.
from the Sweet 16 on. So,
So now who do you have?
I've
because
UConn-
IU and Purdue's who we both had.
I had IU Purdue
Thanks,
because I
Indiana.
wanted to see chaos in Indiana. I wanted to see blood in the streets.
I wanted to see it too, man. I just wanted to see that historic occasion.
Oh, that'd been awesome.
Maybe next year.
But I just don't think IU would have beat them 3 times in a row. Like it's hard to just beat
Oh,
any team.
I
3
believe.
times.
I mean,
Like,
I'm not.
two good teams playing 3 times and like winning all 3 of them. That's
hard.
I'll be
a tough
honest. I'm an Ohio State Bengals and Reds fan. Well, and of course my school, but Ohio State basketball to me is like second. So like UD basketball oversees it. But watching IU Purdue would have just been fun. Like
Absolutely.
as a neutral, like I mean I'll be honest. Growing up, I hated IU basketball and Notre Dame football fans.
so you hate success.
Oh really?
No. I hate the combination of two schools because you can't.
Oh,
stick
like the
with
same
one.
person that
Yeah,
likes
yeah,
both?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like an
Oh, you hate the
idiot.
guy that's a fan of IU basketball and Notre Dame football.
Yes,
Why?
Well,
Like, not
I'm a
why
fan
do you
of
hate
IU
them? Like, why
basketball,
is someone a
and-
fan of both?
but that happens a
I'm good.
lot more than you think.
I got a buddy I won't say his name, but Mason loves the Lakers. He loves Duke basketball. He loves Ohio State
Big
football.
Patriots guy. No.
So yeah, I'm all
Chiefs as of late.
I'm all Ohio. So like that has not changed.
He's a fan of talent.
Fan of talent.
Then be a fan of players.
I'm
Like,
I'm a fan of
friend.
talent, but that doesn't mean I switch teams. Like when the Bengals sucked, I would still be like, oh, like this player's cool, but like I wouldn't change teams completely.
I remember.
I mean, how can you not be a fan of Burrow? Burrow's a
Joe Burrow!
right? I love the attitude Burrow has. Right, that's what it is for me.
He reminds me a lot of me. He just got that dog in him.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny when people complain, and it's like they'll be like, "Oh, Joe Burrow is like super cocky." I'm like, okay, but he's a #1 draft pick. He's brought this franchise that has never been successful to a Super Bowl in his second year.
He just bought a farm
Yeah.
in Omaha.
Oh yeah, I thought it was.
You gotta be
Montana or something,
confident.
but yeah, I think it is Nebraska.
Yeah, it was-
farm.
yeah.
But it's just like, of course he's gonna be successful.
It's for growing food. Like it's farming, and he's got a volleyball team.
Yeah,
I
he
think
does.
it's also in
He has
Nebraska.
a volleyball team.
Yeah.
Like,
Him and
is there a
who
national?
was the other famous
Is there
person?
a pro league of volleyball?
He bought it with someone.
He
That
bought it with another
Ryan
football
Reynolds.
player.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't think it was a football player. It was
Joe Burrow Farm.
yeah. Look that up.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
think it was
so-
an actor. I think it was like
So it was in Iowa, actually. So
Diversified.
Des Moines, I think. $5 million. It's with Blake Griffin and Kevin Gosman from the Toronto Blue Jays.
that's the farm, right?
Yeah, it's a farm.
What about the volleyball team?
Volleyball.
Is there a professional volleyball league?
Probably.
I
would
I
assume.
definitely know who it is. I'm gonna be mad when I hear it.
Alexa, is there a professional volleyball league?
Upstart Women's Volleyball League is what it is.
According to an Alexa
It is with.
there are currently 2 leagues aspiring
Oh, it's just with his
to
parents is what I'm
branch
seeing.
across the United States.
There might be somebody else.
There's
On it.
another big name.
Trent Dilfer
Hey,
founded
Alexa,
the league.
just shut up.
Trent Dilfer founded the league that Joe Burrow bought a team in. I'm not seeing who it's with. It just says, latest investor in an upstart women's volleyball league. Burrow and his parents, Jimmy and Robin Burrow, are founding partners of the federation. The league announced in a statement on Thursday. The league is scheduled to begin play in February 2024. Trent Dilfer, which is a former NFL quarterback, and Dan Davos from the Magic founded the league.
The Colts should just go to the XFL.
They're gonna trade for Lamar.
You know what though? I hope they do. Lamar deserves a chance with a team that will actually give him receivers.
I don't even know Lamar who.
Lamar Jackson from the Ravens. And I'd also like to see him not 2 times every year.
No, we own that division.
We do.
We own that.
But I'm just tired of it. I'm tired
We
of the
own that
Ravens
division
fans.
for 30 years. Yeah, Burrow's playing until he's 54.
I'm tired. I'm tired of Ravens fans coming in and talking. I'm just tired of it.
Off-brand crows.
I know.
That's what they are.
If he's gone, I just get to hear nothing. I get to hear sweet nothing because they can't talk. Their team sucks, and it's brilliant. Like the Steelers don't even come in and talk anymore, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
But the Ravens fans, I'll tell you, are the most annoying fans. Like they came in after we lost to the Chiefs. I'm like, we beat you. We knocked you out. Why are you coming in and talking?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bengals lost.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, Chiefs are the only people I can talk. I was like, the Chiefs and the Eagles are still alive. They can talk.
the Chiefs won a game, so now it's a rivalry.
Yeah,
Both teams have to win to make it a rivalry.
that's what I say about Michigan football. To Ohio State.
Yeah,
Won the last 2 years.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we're like, 2 in the last 20. I mean, gotta give you something. Like,
It's a pity.
yeah, like
Pity
you
now.
gotta get some sort of wins on the board.
No, there's definitely a reason you guys bet on sports, and I do not. I just don't. I couldn't keep up with all of the news. I can't do it. Like I was talking to my buddy in DC when
Bleacher
I went,
Report helps.
because he loves all of the drama behind the scenes with the trades and whatnot and
Yeah.
the deals. I couldn't care about it, to be honest. I mean, maybe I could, but it's so much to keep up with that I don't.
Yeah. K-State just went up 2 with a minute left.
Clock's running.
Free agency is one of my favorite times. Just because, like, well, now with the Bengals, it's actually fun. Well, yeah, it's just like the off season. So, like, it started last Wednesday.
Last Monday was the tampering.
Yeah.
Legal tampering.
So,
like, that's so stupid.
So basically, free agency. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Which is, dude, players are allowed to, like, recruit players. Like, why can't...
But
I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Yeah. It's enjoyable, though. I mean...
What do you think about Jonah Williams? Keeping him?
I hope he goes. Well, just the amount of money he's making on his last year, I want to say it's like 12, 13
It's
million?
12, like 12 and a half.
And it's all guaranteed. So if we trade him, hopefully
there's no dead money.
No dead money. So it's like
yeah. I think that's all. I think that's all
salary cap.
5th-year options.
Yes, yeah. All 5th year are guaranteed money.
So that would free it up, and then we don't know when Collins is coming back.
Yeah, we need a right
tackle. Knee, but we got Cody Ford.
Yeah,
who
1 year
decent.
Decent.
You know
I thought it was
going to
replace Mac Sharping as a depth.
He's more inside.
Yeah, but Ford is actually exposed. He's played mostly guard, but
he played.
This is getting
really tackle.
Oh, I'm aware.
It was either last year or the year before that he played tackle.
Yeah.
Right tackle. So
I think it was his rookie season they said he played tackle and then he moved to guard. He played tackle with the Bills. And then last year he played guard with the Cardinals.
it was backwards. Okay.
But
we'll see. I mean you got Jackson Carman too.
Yeah.
Like the Ravens game in the regular season, he bulldozed some dude in the sideline, and that was awesome. That got me hyped up about Jackson Carman. He's put him over there.
Oh, no. I'm hoping round 1, Bengals select Michael Meyer from Notre Dame for tight end because he's a Bengals fan, grew up in Kentucky, and I love having Bengals fans on the Bengals.
Absolutely.
T. Higgins is a Bengals fan.
Any of those top 3 tight ends.
Yeah.
Like
awesome.
Washington.
Tight end's such an underrated position, I think.
Well, Hurst was a dog.
He was.
I will say, but like, it's the same thing with Uzoma, dude. We spent... Like, we got outpriced for it. You can't...
Oh, no. I was not expecting us to pay it.
I don't know how much he was actually going to get, but he got 3 years mostly guaranteed, I think.
Yeah. We weren't going to.
I love when a contract says mostly guaranteed.
Well, NFL, mostly guaranteed. MLB, though, all guaranteed. But
they also don't pay you until you're 30.
True.
Service years. That's a whole thing.
Really?
You got 6 years. You have to have 6 years of professional experience.
Not pay you as in, like, you don't get an actual, like, you have a contract, but it's like the minor league contract where you're getting paid, like...
A couple mil.
If you're a good player.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because, for baseball, you have to go through the minor leagues, like...
Mm-hmm.
And I think,
you don't usually hit the league until, like, 24, 25.
Unless you're, like, one of, like, those dudes where it's, like, you come in at, like, Juan Soto or, like, you come in at, like, 20, 21.
Yeah.
Like, and you're playing right away. I mean, most of them play, like, four years in the minors, maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
And, I mean,
Well, baseball careers, I'm not the most knowledgeable, but it seems like they last longer than, contact sports like football. Right?
Well, so, like, they probably go till, like, 40. So, like, they go to, like, quarterback.
But the average football player is, like, he plays, like, a year. Right?
Yeah. It's, like, a couple, I think, yeah.
average.
I don't
maybe
even think it's
average,
long.
but I mean,
The average
it depends on
low.
position, too.
The average is low. I think the average is, like, 2.2 years. Something like that.
Yeah,
It's something small because the NBA is short too. The NBA is like
I can see the NFL being lower just because there's no minor
NFL
league.
for sure is lower.
NFL's
You know what I
lower,
mean?
but the NBA is like
I
second
don't
lowest.
think it's 2 years. I think it's lower than 2 years.
Let's look.
But I'm just.
I would say because I bet MLB is not MLB, but that's like professional baseball is higher because there's so many minor leagues.
So the average length of a
years,
player's career in the NFL is relatively short, with the average career lasting about 3.3 years.
Really? That's
3.3.
that's
Was
surprising.
that Bing?
To me. 3.3.
Google.
Oh, we're high level over here.
Yeah.
Forget Google. Let's all go to Bing. I bought a stock in Bing. And Google launched their AI-assisted chat this week. Bard is now going to be incorporated into Google.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a sponsorship. Like,
No, but I'm waiting.
camera 2.
Hey,
This is not a sponsorship.
yo, hold on. Camera 2.
Now camera 2.
No.
No,
This is camera 2.
This is not a
It's not a
sponsorship.
sponsorship. But, like, take me off the wait list. I should have access to this thing. Just saying, you know.
This is
But,
for
yeah.
legal reasons. I'm not a lawyer either. I don't know.
I'm a lawyer. Take me off the wait list. I deserve access.
17
I certainly
seconds
like to
left in the-
argue.
A doctor of design.
Doctor of Design. Somebody write that down. That's good.
I'll keep it up here. I'll remind you later.
Thank you.
What is it, 1 point?
So, was there any other
point
topics
game.
you were feeling?
I mean, I could check my list, but do you want me to check my
No,
list?
not yet.
On my list was, isn't it like, capital punishment was one, and then it was like, you know how like every child molester just gets killed in prison?
Now, on that note, flip the camera back.
On that note.
Yeah.
Did you see?
Sounds like somebody has something to say.
No, it was just a weird angle. I didn't like
Fair
it.
enough.
I was looking at it. And I was,
Did you see that Idaho added back the oh gosh, what is it called?
guillotine?
No, firing
Oh.
squad. They added back the firing squad.
Really?
Yeah. So basically,
What state is this?
Idaho, which is
Really?
what happened. You know, the Idaho murders that happened. Those
Yeah.
4 people. They basically brought it back this March. So like right when the trial is starting, they're adding it back now. So it's like he's probably gonna be one that gets it.
The guy drove a white Hyundai.
Yeah.
I sold my white Hyundai like very close to that time. I didn't do it.
And they were like, that's a little sketch. Somebody was
I
looking
didn't
into
do
you
it.
behind the scenes. That was suspicious, man.
Nissan feels a lot safer.
Is capital punishment legal in Indiana? I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, in most red states it is.
Alexa, is capital punishment legal in Indiana?
In Indiana, capital punishment is legal.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. So,
I mean,
I mean, yeah, that's
It's like
wild.
it's basically all.
Isn't
red
it
states.
crazy though that like inmates take it upon themselves to be like, you know what, child molesters, we're killing you right away. Like that's just a weird sort of justice that exists. It makes sense,
I mean,
but like
if
it's
they're-
weird that the inmates carry it out.
Yeah,
I
but
guess
if they're
my point.
already in prison for life, what's another murder? You know?
Right. But it's just weird that the responsibility is the wrong word, but the people that like enforce this idea that child molesters get murked are inmates, right?
I mean,
that's crazy.
unfortunately, ends up saving the government money, so they don't really care. Like, instead of having to house them for 30 years, they're just dead. I mean, one less body.
I don't know anything about capital punishment. I don't know.
Well, no,
Did you know
like,
there's
not
a-
even capital punishment on that. Like,
there used to be
housing
a jail
molester.
in Indiana that was a rotary jail, and the jail cells revolved around a central axis. And so
Really?
like yeah, it's no longer in use because there were like
Bucket.
frequently inmates that got their arms chopped off because they'd fall asleep and then it'd start moving.
Oh,
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
that is
In
wild.
Indiana, this was a real jail. You got a DUI, you wake up in a cell and it's revolving.
Spinning?
It's like
I
a
would-
carousel.
I would be that would equal me waking up thinking I'm still drunk. If I,
Yeah, I'm sure. I'd hope I'm still drunk for sure.
I'd be like, holy
Ugh,
sh.
don't drive drunk. Don't get drunk, kids. This is just poison we use to numb reality.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
just enjoy
Cheers.
ourselves.
Yeah,
You know.
it is a little bit of poison. Just a little bit.
Tomato, tomato, you know?
You know?
What are you going to do? I'm going to have another
Oh.
Topo Chico. I can say it.
I mean,
Did the game end?
no,
No, this is 12
time
seconds
out. Time
left.
out. 12 seconds left in overtime. For everybody watching at home.
The other thing on my list, while this thing is still 12 seconds into overtime, was shock therapy. Did you know shock therapy still's a thing?
Yeah. Indiana's
I
one of
didn't
the,
realize
what?
that.
Indiana's one of the
Mental
big ones.
illness.
Yeah, Indiana's one of the big ones for it.
For therapy.
Yeah. They just shock your brain.
All right, so like the logic of that seems to be that we're gonna shock you to reignite some chemistry in the brain.
Correct. Doesn't work.
But you essentially like you do it until they seize into.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seize.
I mean, it's very similar to how like there was like mental asylums back in like the 50s, right?
Right, but this
Like-
is still a practice, and like
Oh, I know.
He's not hitting that.
I
Get
cannot
out.
believe that's
Should hit
still
that.
kind of a thing. To be honest,
Bomb.
I think the logic
Bomb.
is so flawed.
Bomb.
It's over. K-State
It's
wins.
over.
And 1.
5-point win.
I feel
That's
like
awesome.
shock therapy is such a terrible answer. To
It
be
is.
honest, like,
That is weird.
I mean, it's the same thing as like
have you
conversion.
tried drugs? No, I'm just
It's
kidding.
also like conversion therapy for like.
What's
gay-
conversion therapy?
That's like it's what Mike Pence loved. It's with gay people. Like
No, you're gonna have to explain further.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking. What is conversion therapy? Oh, when you try to convert a gay person
Back to
home-
straight. Yeah.
back
Heterosexuality.
To hetero. Okay.
But he believed that you could be changed back. Is basically what it is.
Yeah. I mean, bold strat. I don't know. I'm not gonna tell anybody who to fuck. To be honest.
No, that's what I'm saying. Why does it matter? Like, honestly, who cares? Who cares?
With the shock therapy, though, have you guys seen A Clockwork Orange?
No, I don't know what that
That's
is.
an old movie.
Oh no,
No, I mean, it's just like,
Hammonds doesn't watch
that
movies.
was
it's true.
the theatrics on that box opening. That was awesome.
Ripping off the band-aid.
Was that a gumball head?
This is. Cheers.
I really like those. I'm good with my Topo Chico.
Cheers.
Is it an IPA?
Mhm.
What do people think about IPAs here?
I'm a beer fan. Okay,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, I like
there's
them.
rarely a beer I
So
don't appreciate
so I love beer. I just don't like IPAs.
at all.
I can't do that.
Really,
Mm-mm.
like the hoppiness of it.
Yeah, just not. Yeah, hoppiness. Don't like it.
Yeah. It is more skunky than most. I became a fan of IPAs during college when I was seeking to get drunk, because
Well,
it's a high percentage
potent.
alcohol.
Yeah,
It's
but
potent.
then I would
Yeah.
get like bourbon barrel. Like if I'm gonna get fucked up,
Bourbon barrel beer.
yeah, which is like 18% usually.
No, usually is not an accurate statement.
No, yeah.
I've
Usually,
sampled
it's
a
the same-
ton of
it's the
beer,
same
a
each
ton
time.
of beer.
No. For bourbon beer,
We got fact check
Bourbon
that one.
barrel.
No, average is like 10%.
bourbon
18% is
barrel
extremely
beer. I thought it was
high.
18. 16.
You might have had an 18 at one point.
Oh
I
my
think the
goodness.
highest I've ever had was 15. And I've sampled a ton of beer.
Let's see. Average. What is it? Average AAV.
My college roommate took a course on beer in college, and he was like, he was
ABV,
required
that's
to
what it is.
sample a ton of
Was it
beers.
ABV?
Yeah, ABV. Sorry, average ABV.
That's gotta be-
Oh, it's 8%. Never mind.
I'm glad we fact checked. That seemed like a lot.
Oh, for
That's like
for a
a-
beer. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. 10's high for a beer. Like
10 is
incredibly high. I mean, I
You
got
aim
a
for
pretty
the
good
nines.
knowledge. Geography, maybe not. Beer,
That
I
was
got.
funny though. Montana.
man,
there's a
map in the
place in
other room.
Bloomington where I forget. Maybe it was the Bionic Dragon was the name of the beer, but it was like the
That is
same.
a-
It was the
that is
same
a
price as
name.
all of them, and like close to the same amount, but it was like the same price.
Mm.
And it's
Just
like
high
I mean, it's
percentage.
just
Bourbon
it's
barrel.
more bang for your buck.
Bourbon barrel is usually like
You know, it's potent. Like it's
Yeah,
more efficient. I love efficiency.
I love efficiency.
That's
Well,
I
in that
strive
case-
to be the most efficient.
bourbon
In
barrel is
that
like
case,
5.
I mean, how do you
ounces.
not just go to shots? If you're going for efficiency, I guess the question is the objective.
Have you guys ever had mead?
No, I don't
Weed?
think I've.
Mead.
I don't think I've
MEAD,
had mead. It's kind of like wine.
Yes.
I don't know the technical difference.
You ever slap a bag of wine?
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
the bag.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
Bag of tweed, twisted tea.
Have you ever? I've never had bag twisted. tea.
Yeah, solid.
My
So-
girlfriend went to court because she got caught
With the bag.
no, not a bag, just a twisted tea.
Oh!
You know, this is her past. She's grown from it, but she was underage.
We all got
Drinking
past.
twisted tea. She says she was recycling the can. Okay. I mean,
Did it have
Recycling the
liquid
can.
in it?
Where was this at?
It was
On
in-
campus?
no, it
No,
was
she went-
Ray. What's the Ray? Snake Pit.
Oh, yeah.
Snake Pit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
you got
I've never been to
cops
Snake
crawling.
Pit. I used
I went
to
last
really
year.
want to go.
It's loud.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Last year it was a mess.
I hear it's a mess I hear it's
Yeah.
much cleaner than it used to be.
The one issue
It
is...
used to be a literal snake
Yeah,
pit.
the one issue is there's no trees, so like it gets hot.
You get hot.
Like
It's awesome.
like Maya on the way back passed out.
I love being under pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure makes diamonds, baby.
Pressure makes diamonds.
But
Hey,
the issue
it's
is like
steaming.
last year they ran out of water, like at all the places on the inside. So like there was no water left, and so then people just had whatever they had in their coolers, which equaled more alcohol, which equals less water in the system.
That's what I
Yeah.
packed, and I think it was one of my parents told me like to pack
A case
like,
or something.
per 2 drinks pack of water,
Yeah,
and I mean just
Yeah, for sure.
bring like one of the styrofoam
yeah,
coolers,
It was-
like just to make the most room out of it. Like
it was a mess.
you definitely need water going there.
Mm.
'Cause, I mean, it's like what you. Not if you don't even have to be going to Snake Pit, just the race. Like
Oh, the race,
sometimes
for sure.
if you get like if someone gets a spot, like you get like a parking spot, you get start at like 6 or 7,
Yeah,
and I mean the race starts at what 1.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then it's just
Noon,
it's just bleachers too, so it's just hot. It's just
That
always
or
hot.
like in the infield, like I mean it's just
Yeah.
sun. Like it really, I mean it's noon. The sun is
it's
above.
noon.
That's what noon means.
It's
The sun
noon,
is right there.
Yeah, noon, late May. Like, like it's gonna be hot as hell, like and humid.
I'm excited.
We had two
Are you
people.
going? Am I
Remind
selling
me
you
to
on the
buy my
race?
ticket. No, I
We
haven't
had,
bought
we had,
one
we had
yet.
2 people. We had 2 people.
I'm going. I'm buying 2 and going twice.
Yeah.
We had 2 people pass out last time.
Jeez. In the snake pit?
Well, no,
Consumed by snakes?
no, on the walk back to our car because you know it's far.
I decided to like
It was
get
a
a tan.
trek.
Sure, my eyes were closed and I wasn't really, you know, it was a choice I made. It wasn't. I didn't pass out.
Well, I didn't even
I
pass
just
out from being
decided
like,
to take a nap.
it wasn't like a pass out from being drunk. It was just passing out.
I was going for a
from
Heat
tan.
exhaustion.
heat exhaustion. Yeah.
Need
for
the
sure.
Blue Mountain State method.
With
You
laughing
know?
Oh
color.
gosh. Yeah. The ice up the ass.
Yeah, heat exhaustion, that's what it is.
Yeah, just skewer him. And he goes, that was the best trip of my life. So he kept trying to pass out again. They would pass out on purpose. Great show. Blue Mountain State's a fantastic show.
Yeah, I haven't watched that in so long, but I brought that up with Max Foxlow. Yo, check out the Midwest Crisis podcast. Shout out Max.
I don't know.
I know him.
Do you actually?
Yeah, like he went to your high school. I don't want to say the name of the high school because it's.
Yeah, we don't care. Fuck that.
Yo, I'm out there. I stream every day, but not this week because I've been slacking, but
Slacking.
I have been. I haven't streamed since St. Patrick's Day.
Oof.
This has been the longest drought. Literally, I was streaming every day until St. Patrick's Day. And then I got hung
Have you
over for
introduced
a
me
week.
yet on this?
No, we'll do
Hey,
it.
I'm Nick.
We'll do it at the end. We'll start at the end.
Hey, we went
Hey, what
over
camera?
this.
Hey, I'm Nick.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Rego. Yeah, no, we just kind of got into it.
I was going to, but you guys were so quick to get right into it that I was like, you know what? We'll do the intro later. It's all good.
Yeah, we'll do the intro at the end.
That's why we do the intro at the end. They'll already know who you are. It's no problem. We'll
Yeah.
cover it.
We'll cut this part out. You don't have to worry.
No, we,
We
won't,
won't, we
because
won't.
I have to do that. And I
Again, my name is Nick. Nice to meet you.
No. We'll tell them
won't.
at
It's
the
all
end.
good. Save it to the end. Save it to the end. But that's all on my list. Shock therapy, I think, was the last thing on my list. Besides the stream rules, which the only one I have.
I mean, I've gone to regular therapy. That's usually helpful, so I don't really need...
I've never actually been to therapy.
Oh.
Been recommended, but I was like, no.
I went to therapy in high school. So another thing with our school, if you there was like an SAP program, which is like student assistance program, basically getting snitched on.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
Nightmare program. The bane of my existence,
Nightmare,
honestly.
nightmare for people that did drugs.
I mean, it was just a social.
Yeah, it was.
It was a social bankrupt.
Yeah, but
if you were sapped.
Yeah, for me, I got SAP'd for depression, so that meant I had to go to therapy. So
the school like required it?
Yeah,
Yes.
so like so actually we had junior year English. So it was like 7th period or something. I would have to go to the north side of Indianapolis, which is like 45 minutes away. It was St. Vincent. I would have to leave during 7th period, so like it was 3 days a week. So I would leave every time. People were like,
I didn't realize it was this frequent.
yeah, people were like, where are you going? And I'm just like, I had to say like doctor's appointments. So like, yeah, I was going 3 times a week.
We were really concerned for your
3 months, something like that. Yeah, it was a lot, but
like
it was
our
good.
visits to Wingstop that lasted 3 hours might as well have been therapy sessions. I mean, those were some good times. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But
they ran out of wings,
range,
right? Didn't Wingstop run out of wings like a year ago, and they were selling?
Well, they started selling thighs.
Yeah, they were doing thighs.
I think
I never tried. I never tried
thighs were actually pretty good.
On a range of 1 to 10, how helpful was the SAP program?
Well, for
you.
Well, I was like for therapy, like it was pretty useful. I mean, I probably wouldn't have gone, but yeah. But what really sucked was they did it like right in the middle of soccer season. So for me, like playing high school soccer, it was like I stopped going to practices, and it was just like I had to tell my coach. It'd be like, yeah, so I have to go to counseling. And then I tried to quit, and my coach wouldn't let me. And I was like, but like I'm not here.
You tried to quit counseling or soccer?
Quit soccer because like I wasn't going 3 days a week to practice. So it was like I was like I don't feel comfortable like not practicing 3 days a week and then coming to play because like I felt like I was letting the team down. But that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
If it had happened,
other ordeal.
If it had happened in the winter or the spring.
If it's through the school, they should have you go during like school hours.
You
know what I mean?
They
shouldn't go into like your time. Like after, like what 8 to 3, whatever school hours are, that's their time. If they want you to do something during that time, sure, whatever. After that though, that's all you.
Yeah, the issue was since it was an hour away, it was like I would go from like I think it was like 1:30 to 3. I mean, it was it was. Okay, so I had to leave at 1:30. It was like basically, and I would go get food because it was 3 to 6. So it was 3 hours of therapy every day. Jesus. So I was there for a while. So like
for sure. That 3 hours is a long time.
So then like there was one day I left early because we actually had a game like during the week and it was against somebody. I think it was like Cathedral or something. And I was like, okay, I need to like go. So yeah, that was all of my junior year. That was a long process. It was good. It was just a lot.
Yeah, I knew, and we don't have to go into too much detail of this, but I knew if I were to be SAP'd, I would be kicked out of the school or asked to leave, which is the friendly way of kicking you out.
Well, yeah.
If I were to have been referred, that would have been the route I would have
my issue with the SAP,
without a doubt, which is crazy because it's supposed to be the student assist program.
Yeah.
But it's so ironic because the student body feared it.
Yeah.
like,
my issue with the SAP program was like a lot of it had to do with like drugs, and it would be basically a snitch program on like people that smoke weed, and it's like. That isn't really helpful. Like, it didn't help students. I mean, the people that got SAP'd for that still smoked weed afterwards. They just went to a different school. So, like, that wasn't a helpful... Like, that didn't help them with anything. Like, that didn't...
Unless you're on the football team, and then you're good.
Yeah. but like, for me, it made sense. Like, that makes sense. Like, getting stitched on for depression. Like, that
Well, yeah. Sense. I mean... Like, obviously, high school is an incredibly trying time, and, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, a lot of people no, maybe a lot is the wrong word, but people deserve counseling. They deserve help with their mental awareness of the reality that's going on. And it seemed rather inaccessible. Like, I didn't feel like I could tell anybody my problems that in the school system, because I thought I'd for sure get kicked out, for sure, without doubt. So I had some great habits.
So yeah, for like that kind of like for depression and stuff, like they try to do something, but yeah, no, I don't think they were the most helpful. I mean, luckily they had like oh gosh, what is it? Oh gosh, somebody. She came in, basically people were having issues with like family members or something, but she also was the first person I had to talk to about it, basically saying that it had nothing to do with my family, but like, you know, because like they asked about your at-home life,
Yeah,
because you're a minor, but yeah, I mean, it was good. It was just actually it's the first time I got a ticket. Was driving
there.
Yeah, well, because driving back, I started taking myself, but I like was driving back to try to get to a game, and I was on 465. And
It was on the north side, right?
Yeah.
Well, I work in Fishers now, and it's like, I mean, I'm living on the south side, so
Yeah.
I'm taking that commute, and it is terrible.
Well, it's also
Yeah, it's
it's also supposed to be 55 miles an hour, which is insane. It is insane.
Yeah,
When you
Nobody-
encounter someone going 50, interstate is 70 minimum.
Yeah, this is what happened though. I got going 71. I went through.
That'll get you.
I was like,
I was 70.
minimum.
70's a safe
71
number.
I was in it was the Beach Grove exit. I was passing, and he stopped me.
Oh, you're almost back.
Oh, I was almost
You
back.
were back.
I was almost
there.
back. I was so close to Roncalli. Well, sorry, school. Whatever. But, yeah, no, they stopped me, and he was like, oh, yeah, you're going 71. I was like, I got passed. Like, I was in the middle lane. Like,
Yeah.
like the only reason you stopped me is because you finished stopping somebody else. And then it was a $250 ticket.
Damn.
Yeah, it was.
That's pretty steep.
It was ridiculous. And it was the only time I've ever been pulled over.
I got
Pulled over?
Yeah, it's the only time I've ever been pulled over.
Oh my gosh.
I got pulled
That's
over.
remarkable.
I was like coming back from
And-
depression counseling, so I was like, damn.
Yeah. Thanks.
I was like, well, this fucking sucks. Like, something can
Let me
happen.
just U-turn right now.
Go right back.
No, so I got pulled over. I went up to play basketball with a couple buddies at Franklin College. They were
Okay.
like in the gym. We weren't supposed to be in the gym, but he was able to. We ended up getting kicked out within like 30 minutes. Which I didn't know that. Like one of our buddies
Quit.
went to Franklin, but
Yeah.
I remember now. We got kicked out because he had the pass. And he's like, oh, I can have guests. You're only supposed to have one guest. So someone like.
Well, who's
came over
playing
and said-
one-on-one? Come on. It's a pickup
I know,
game.
it was real weird. Like, I think there were 6 of us, but we ended up having to leave. And it was like, it's the summer, so it gets dark later. So it wasn't like dark, but it was like getting dark. I got pulled over because I didn't have my lights on, like my headlights.
I had that happen before.
It's
Leaving
like-
a bowling alley.
Yeah, I just keep them on now. Like I keep them on auto.
I keep
Yeah,
them
no,
on auto.
yeah.
But at the time, it wasn't an auto car. I was driving my...
That's why I've
Siblings'
upgraded.
car.
I have upgraded.
Yeah, me too. Me
I-
too.
It wasn't my fault. It was the car's fault. That's why. That's what it
That's what
was.
he's really saying.
I wasn't speeding. It was the car.
Yeah.
No,
Car
I've
wasn't
been
smart
pulled
enough to
over
know when to turn its lights on.
6
That's all.
times
You've been
now.
pulled over 6 times?
Man, I got places to be.
How many tickets?
3.
Oh, you worked the system.
Hey, man.
All right.
I was on a solid streak before my first ticket. I was pulled over 3 times before my first ticket.
Tickets in Ohio or Indiana?
Indiana, all Indiana.
The Indiana ones
The
are
first
expensive.
one was coming back from spring break, senior year of high school, and we had driven 16 hours.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, we were like 15 minutes out, and I got pulled over. Oh, I was pissed.
We had a
Oh my gosh, I was so
We
mad.
have a friend that got pulled over in Ohio, right?
Yeah.
If you remember from Kings Island, senior year, high school. Oh, I was gonna say his name, but if you don't remember,
Who cares?
Okay, Drew.
Oh, he's gonna be on the podcast someday.
Yeah, but he was pulled over going like 90 something in
Was
a,
he
in a 70.
actually?
Yeah.
Oh man.
In Ohio, but that ticket was less than my ticket in Indiana. I was
Jesus.
like,
Well, I've never paid a ticket that high.
yeah,
That's crazy.
wild, right?
Yeah.
I got a parking ticket downtown
Skyline
for
money.
$20. That was a pain in the
Parking
ass.
tickets are annoying.
Yeah.
And
sure.
like you gotta wake up. Like you can't pay like overnight. Like that would be so easy. But
Tell me
it's
if you're
like,
coming to Mass Ave. I got a parking lot. I live on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live
Oh,
there.
that's nice.
hey, Fountain Square you can park. I think
I got
that's overnight parking. Like
We
you
do-
can just park anywhere.
we got like you can get by like 3 for $12, but it's like to validate for our lot, and it's a indoor lot, and like it's like a garage door and stuff. So you would have to pay like $4 instead of 20 or 10 or
For like overnight parking.
yeah, for anything.
It's just
for
like
anything. I can validate you
That's
for the whole
pretty great.
weekend.
oh
Oh really?
Yeah,
So if I'm going down to Mass Ave, can I hit you up?
yeah.
Fudge, yeah. Oh my gosh, I just said fudge.
No, I
Calm
yeah.
down.
I'll just start buying a bunch of them, but like yeah, just pay me $4 or something like that.
Yeah, man, sure. I mean, that beats. I mean, I find street parking a lot. I'm pretty good at finding street parking.
I hate driving downtown.
Oh, really?
It's
I don't mind
better-
it at all, to be honest.
I don't mind actual driving. I'm not a fan of parallel parking. I was never a fan of parallel
Oh,
parking.
I'm scooting. I make
I'm
a
with you.
12-point
camera
park.
now?
You know
you guys
what I
have
mean?
cameras, like reverse cameras?
Yeah, and
I
it
do,
doesn't help. Like, it,
But my
like
mom be parallel parking the RV.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That
I
was-
learned from the best.
the how close I was to a car wasn't really the problem. It was just like how I maneuver it
Yeah.
to the spot.
The lady.
Yo,
for
I'll
my,
teach you parallel parking.
the lady for my driving test helped me out. She told me how to turn the wheel.
Did you have to parallel park for your driving test?
Yeah.
Did you have to?
Yeah, no,
I did not.
What?
That's wild.
No.
That's-
Well,
I
did
thought-
you
I thought
do
that was pretty
driver's ed?
standard.
I did driver's ed
Yeah.
around college.
Yeah, I did driver's ed.
Really?
Yeah.
And they made you parallel park?
Yeah.
Wow, no. Never had to do
No.
that.
I got a spot where there was. She told me like we drove
Parallel
like
park. She gave you
a mile or two to this neighborhood, and then find a spot, and we couldn't find a spot with like 2 cars in between. I had to go in, so there was just one car where it was like in front of me. So
That's
like
nice.
you know, like you gotta.
Kind of
The,
parallel.
the textbook rules are that you go like to the side of the
yeah.
car and then you like kind of back up like that.
Yeah.
So I just did that. And there was no car behind me, so I just fucking whipped it like that. Like I did
All the
my
space you
thing.
need.
Hey, check.
She
All right.
She literally
Skedaddle.
goes, like, told me how to whip the wheel. And
Oh.
I was like, okay. I was like, sick. So, oh, it's raining.
Parallel
outside.
parking, I got pretty good at in Cincinnati. It was pretty.
I mean, that
frequent.
makes sense. I mean, I paid for like parking at my school, so I have street.
Oh, I didn't have to. Cincinnati, there's like a small amount of on-campus parking. There's a couple parking garages, but the campus is so dense.
Speaking
It's
of,
almost all.
speaking of, my campus just
outside.
called, or my school just called me to, donate because it's April.
Oh,
They were supposed
really?
to come to April, and I had to pay a couple parking tickets from when I went there. And I was like, that is my donation. That was $100 for 2 tickets.
I'll pay my parking tickets.
Yeah, I paid them. I'm like, you know what?
We're
That's
good.
my
We're
donation for
square.
you. I'm sorry. You know, you screwed yourself. You played yourself. I would have donated $100.
I want it.
I wouldn't have. I really wouldn't have. I just didn't want to. I was like, I didn't even answer. I saw it and I was like,
The university gets their dime. I'm good. I don't really need to donate. I don't think to the university.
My
I
grandpa
think
went.
it'll be all right.
Yeah.
My grandpa went to the same school I did, and he'll get parking tickets from them, and whatever he'll just call them and be like, well, I'll just take away my donation then. I just won't donate this year, and he donates so much that they're just like, okay, oh no, like yeah, forget it.
That's awesome.
I'm like, that's
I
how you
admire
do
that for sure.
it. Yeah.
I'll just take away my donation.
Mhm.
That's good.
Okay, this game sucks because it's UConn
I can't see
absolutely
the
dominating
score. It's
Arkansas,
59.
84 to
Yeah.
59.
It's a rough one for
No,
sure.
Other games were on. I should have made it.
All right, gentlemen, should we do the intro?
We can do the intro.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, I think that's a wrap. So, Friends with Differences podcast. Thanks for coming out.
Woo!
Episode 5. Nick, thanks for coming on.
My name don't wear it out.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Our special guest.
Special guest here, live, episode 5.
Woo!
Nice
So,
to meet you.
it's this one.
Oh, my Lord. Nice to meet you.
Again.
Links will be in the description. We
Yep.
talked about a lot of basketball, a lot of football.
Yeah.
Who day?
Shock therapy. Yeah.
We shock therapy and capital punishment
And regular therapy.
and therapy.
And speeding tickets.
Shout out the student assistant program.
Yeah, woo!
Two-headed turtles pop up.
Yeah, turtles.
Two-headed turtles.
Fish.
What is that about? Stay tuned.
Fish and shrimp.
So yeah,
Yep.
links will be in the description. Thanks for coming out and cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Well, this is
All right.
this is the outro.
Get the cameras.
Send it.
Friends with differences.